If you're wondering what happened with my dad, here's the story. My parents moved to a senior community, and apparently during the move, my dad's kitchen radio broke. He never got around to fixing it, so it sat in the garage with the other broken radios. My parents started eating lunch together again, but he still watched Fox and still got the right-wing emails and snail mail. When the TV in the kitchen broke, they got a new one, and Mom programmed the remotes. He didn't want to bother to figure out how my mother programmed them, so he just watched whatever my mother watched. One time when he went in the hospital for a kidney stone, she asked me to weed out his emails to save some computer space. When I told her they'd just keep coming, she decided to unsubscribe him from some of the more extreme political emails. But then she got the idea of subscribing him to liberal and democratic ones. But much to our surprise, when he got back, he started reading them. What does he read now?
Truth Out, RSN News, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Rush Limbaugh for quite a few years. And of course, if for some reason or other, I don't know what happened, somehow got away from it. And, but before that, like I had on all the time, the political chatter, you know, but then I stopped.
He doesn't listen to Rush Limbaugh anymore, and he doesn't listen to Fox News.
Do you think your political views have changed?
Halfway between Republican and Democrat.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not all Democrat, I'm not all Republican.
Do you believe in the minimum wage?
Minimum wage, yes.
Do you believe in personal freedoms? Some people believe that gay people don't have the right to get married, and other people say I couldn't care less, let them get married if they want to.
Well, I guess if they want to do that, they'll go ahead and do it, yeah.
Yeah, that's the way I figure.
I spoke to Uncle Frank the other day. It's hard to explain, but just a kindness in his voice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Happy birthday. Yes.
I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. How you been?
I didn't recognize you.
Yeah. Okay. So for starches, potatoes.
The other day, he surprised me. President Obama was on, he said to me, you know, I kind of like him. And then later he said again at a different time, I like Obama. I thought, glory be.
He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he's doing all right.
He's forgetting all that other stuff that he learned. And I guess whatever.
Mom would shut down his computer at night, and she started subscribing him to Truth Out and Alternate and reader-supported news.
Oh, and he would just read whatever ended up in his
He
inbox.
just read everything. And he's an avid reader. He sits at that computer and he reads whatever's in front of him.
Well, that's very interesting, and see, his thinking changed.
His politics have totally changed. He voted for Obama.
What? He voted for Obama?
In these past couple years, there's finally been peace in our house. My dad is more content than I've ever seen him. He's not angry, he's not argumentative, and he's really fun the way he used to be. And we get along really well, and I dote on him. In fact, I get along with him better than I ever have. And it's sort of a bittersweet pill because I know these are his last years, but I'm happy that he's happy. He is my pal, and I'm his.
Pytała się pani młodego doktora, czy lepiej dać rana, czy lepiej wieczora. A młody doktor jej mówił, dajcie jemu 2 razy.
So that is the story of Jen and her father. Her father had changed into a person none of them recognized or even liked. a persistent wife who continued to challenge her husband. It eventually made a difference.
I raz u wieczora. It's a mixture of Polish and Ukrainian. I mix them a lot.
You used to be very fanatical?
Yes,
Yeah.
I listened to them for a long time.
Yeah, but you're not as fanatical as that anymore. So that's what the movie is about how you used to be very fanatical and now you're much better.
I think I'd like to see that.
Yeah, you'll see it, Dad.
Yeah.